it's Mary from Couture again. I wanted to jump on and show you a quick and easy project for this Friday night, which you can probably do very quickly. I'm going to slide this over so hopefully you can see my work area. So this is using our letterboard, this project today, but I'm going to show you, this is what we did last week. This turned out ultra cute. Our little hanger. Very bright colors, which I love these color combination. This was the orange peel and the bumblebee. Look, those are the Couture paste colors for that. And we did a little journal, which is, you can clean this off and redo this. So we did lots of little projects, and we did this one too. This is also with the letters, and we're going to use the letters again today. So I wanted to show you a little project that we are going to do today. So I don't know if you've seen this. I think I've shown it, but Couture has this little, it's big actually. It's called a letterboard, and you can. This is really quick to use because you can take these letters. These are the tiles. And these are, you can clean these off and reuse them. Here you can see that it's a kind of a textured surface, and you can slide them on and off, and you can make different words. So we're gonna get ready for Happy 4th of July today. So we're gonna do Happy 4th of July today. So this, by the way, this letterboard is pretty heavy. It's got a little place to hang it, you can see in the back, or you can paint. Some people paint these also, like you can paint it white, or you can I'd probably go with a white maybe, or a black, or just leave it the natural brown. But I definitely seen a lot of people do the white with this. So you can just paint the trim if you wanted to, the little trim here. It's a pretty smooth surface and everything, and there's the back, and it's, I definitely would say this weighs a couple of pounds. So it's definitely on the heavier side. It's not like overwhelmingly heavy, but it has some, it has some, it's sturdy. It's definitely sturdy. So anyways, I wanted to go over and to show you some colors, okay? So I'm going to use the paste on this because you're going to clean these off, and when you're done and you want to move on to your next holiday, you can clean these off. So, and we also have these tiles in black, okay? And here's another thing that I think I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be, these are the black tiles, so you have white or black, and I think I'm going to also, I can also make some other colors of these tiles, and I can show you what that looks like too. Okay, so I might be doing that too, but I will show you the black and white that you can get from Couture as well. So I just wanted to show you that. So I'm going to use red and blue. So this is the candy apple red, and this is the cadet color. It's like a dark blue. So I thought this would look good with the white letters. So I'm going to do the Happy of July. I'm going to do that all in the red, and I'm going to do the 4th in the blue. So I'll have red, white, and blue. Hopefully. We'll see how that goes, okay? So I'm going to put the 4th to the side so I don't get all excited. So now I'm using the letters, the transfer letters that we got. And hold on, this is on there tight. Okay, well, it's good that I got it tight. So I'm going to give this a little spritz of the distilled water. And I'm just going to mix this up a little bit, okay? So I'm going to take a fresh squeegee, and I'm just going to kind of mix it around. And it's going to get it nice and really creamy. So I just kind of go on all the edges, it's kind of like you're kneading dough. You're just mixing the dough up so that it, it's fresh. So we're going to do that. Okay, and I'm just going to mix it up, get it really creamy. And I usually do the spritz of water, just maybe one, but sometimes you don't need it, but it does seem to really just help the paste kind of glide on a little smoother. So I kind of like to do it. So I'm going to kind of do this a little bit quick. I'm just going to do these letters. Here, I'm going to just bring them over here so you can kind of see. So I have my squeegee. I'm just going to go over each letter, and I'm just going to check that I got every spot. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go do that one, and then I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do them kind of quick, and because I should probably peel them off quite quick. So what I might do is just do it word by word, and then just kind of take it off. So I need to use that P again, so I'm going to go do the Y. And then I think what I'm going to do is kind of go back to the P and take that off because I need to reuse that transfer. So, and hang on, I'm going to, of course my hands get paste on them, so we don't want that. So I know I do need to use this P again. So I'm gonna take that off of here. Okay, and I'm gonna put this right on this one real quick. And I'm gonna just kind of press that down. Make sure that's down real good. And it does dry crazy fast, so just keep that in mind. The paste does dry really, really fast, so I'm just gonna put that on there. And if you don't get a letter on right, like, don't worry about it. You can just wipe it off and kind of redo it, so it's all good. The paste is definitely washable, so you can just take it off and do that. Okay, so then as I take these off, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop them in my bowl of water. And if you get a little red on there, no problem, just clean it off. So I'll just go back and clean off any red spots that I have on here. Okay, so no worries if you get a little red on there, it's okay. And I'm just gonna, because I of course got red all over my hands, so so I'm just gonna take those off as I kind of do it like word by word. Okay, so that's kind of how I do it. Yeah, there you go. You're just gonna take these off, see, and then I'm gonna take off the H, because you don't want to. I probably left this H on there a little too long, so I probably shouldn't have done that. But I'm going to take it off, and you're just going to rest that in the water. Okay, so I got happy. I don't know if you can see happy. I'll do fourth at the end. Okay, so I'm going to bring these down. Okay, so you can see those. So, and if you get a little red on there, you can just take it off with a chalk eraser, with a little board eraser. So I'm going to go back into my paint, and just make sure that you get, you kind of press these transfers down. So. I'm gonna press them on there. For some reason, this one doesn't want to go on. All right, there we go. Sometimes you have to be a little aggressive, and no worries if you get a little bit on the edge. Just wipe it off when you're done. It's fine. So no worries. It all comes off. So or you can try the. I think what I'm gonna do is just peel these off because, like I said, the. Of course, it doesn't help that I have it all over my hands. So if you're a neater crafter than me, you can, I'm sure that's going to go faster. So, and then, like I said, if you want just to get if you get any on the edge, you can kind of just do this, kind of clean it off, take a rag, and it's gone. So that's kind of cool. So I'm just going to peel this off. See what that is. I'm just dropping these letters in the water. And like I said, if you get a little on the side, here's what I do. You just dip it, and then you take your rag, and you just kind of clean it off. And these chalkable shapes, you can reuse these, so you can like clean the red off. And if you use the board eraser, you'll get them all off. So if you use this guy, you can get them all off. So you can dip it on there and kind of clean it off. This board eraser kind of reminds me of the magic eraser. It's a little bit like it kind of has the same texture as a magic eraser. Okay, so if you get any extra red, just go in there and you just kind of clean it off. Okay, so no problem there. You just kind of take a rag, and I know some people. I think in general, the board erasers should get most of that off. And, yeah, actually, you know what? It's kind of water soluble, so you can just kind of wipe it off with water if you get any on there. Like if you have messy fingers like me, you can get those off. So, So yeah, I seem to have found a way to get them on the edges here, so no problem. But yeah, in general, you just kind of clean it off because the paste is water soluble. So that means that you can, if you wipe it off with water, it should come off. And then anything you can't get off with water, you just kind of take this little board eraser and you kind of clean it off, and it comes off pretty good. It comes off really quick. So there, yeah, the board eraser, see, it just kind of comes off like that. So so I got happy, and I'm gonna do fourth last, and I got I'm gonna do July. Oh, and I need to use my Y again. So I'll tell you what, I might go back and add my Y. So hold on. I might have to clean that off really quick and come back and grab that. So you're going to get some on your squeegee, okay? And you're just going to kind of do that. And you're going to get it all through the screen. You want to get it all through the screen. So, and hopefully you can not get it all over your fingers like I do. But, there. I'm telling you, I'm so bad at with getting this on my fingers. Alright, so you're just going to peel this off. And you're just going to drop this in there. And I might have to fish my Y out of there because I need to use it one more time. So I'm just going to go in there, get my little squeegee out, and I'm going to do my U and my L. Okay, get that. And just kind of try to wipe off your hands before you try to peel it off. Your U. Okay, and I think I'm gonna go in here and grab the Y out of here. Okay, I'm gonna do my L. And then I will be done with my red. So when I'm done with that, I will close it. I'm just going to try to make sure I get all the mesh. And you know what? If you don't like the way it looks, just go back, clean it, wash it off, right? And you can redo it. So it's really no biggie. If you make a mistake, like, don't worry about it, okay? So I'm just going to peel that off, make sure I don't have any paint on my hands, which I'm not always very successful at doing. Okay, and then I'm going to have to fish the Y out of here because I need, so when you get the letters, there's like the whole alphabet. So if you need to use a letter twice, what I usually do is I just, I go and I use it once and then I put it in the water and I just kind of clean it off real quick and then I use it again. And so it's usually not a problem. So if you just kind of clean it off, I'm going to go take this tile. Gonna clean this off. So the surface on these tiles is like a kind of a textured surface, and I'm also going to do a project with this next week where I think I'm going to make this surface out of acrylic, and we're going to try it on some acrylic to see how that looks. Okay, maybe a different color because I thought it'd be ultra cool to do like a blue background, or have blue acrylic with a red background. There's lots of different ways. So now I'm gonna use that, and I think I'm all done with my red. Let's look. Yes, I am. And like I said, if you get any spots anywhere, you just go back and you kind of clean it off with your board eraser, and you will get that off. So there you go. So I'm going to drop that back in there, and then I'm going to go do my my 4T8. So I'm going to close up my red. This is Candy Apple Red. I'm going to close this up. And I managed to get it all over the cap because I seem to have challenges with not keeping the paint. I think I'm going to try a little bit of a smaller, maybe I'll try a little bit of a smaller squeegee. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way. I want to kind of pop them on the letterboard so you can kind of get a feel for what they look like. I'm just going to let them dry for a little while, and then I can do that. But I wanted to show you, you know what, I think I'm just going to take this cap off. most people are much more cleaner with paints than I am, but I seem to get them absolutely all over myself. So I, part of the fun. That's why I always have a rag on hand, because I always find that I need a little cleanup. Luckily, these clean up very well. All this stuff cleans up really well. Usually when I'm done, I just kind of go to my kitchen sink and I just kind of wipe off each of my transfers, and they really do come off really smooth. So yeah, so it's not a real challenge at all to get them cleaned. So usually I use like warm water, and once in a while I'll use like a magic eraser, and that seems to do well. And if there's a little bit of a trace of the color on the transfer, don't worry about that. That doesn't really affect it. You just want to make sure that the screen itself is clean. Okay, you know, like that the mesh part where the paint goes through is clean. But if there's a little bit of like stain around the edge, like, yeah, don't even worry about that. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna scrape it off. There's the 8 for 4th. And we're gonna do this T real quick. I'm just gonna do these 3 pretty quick because I think I can get them done and on, and then I'll peel off all the transfers at once. So I can use my paint here quick. And just like, you know, double check to make sure you kind of get all the crevices, okay? Yeah, and do that. So, oh, and then I had another thought. The cheetah print, I'm gonna try to put that on a shirt. There's a cheetah print, like a textured cheetah, which I love. That's a very cool. So now I'm done with this back up. And like I said, my paint stayed really moist, so that's really good. And then I just do that little spritz of distilled water, and I gotta tell you, that makes all the difference. So I'm just gonna kind of wipe my hands off here, and then I'm just gonna peel these little squares off of these little tiles. So here, just do that. And you know what? If you have these tiles and you know you're trying to get the letters off and they're not coming off right or something, you know, you can just wipe them off. So it's not really too big of a deal. So if you don't like the way a letter looks, that's fine. Just redo it. I tend to be kind of a perfectionist. So, but you know, like I said, if you don't like the way it looks, you just go back in, you clean it off, and you redo it. So that's kind of what I do. Just make sure when you get your transfers that you press them down, that you kind of press them down really good. And you get them and you seal them onto the surface where, you know, because you want to have a ideally you want your surface to be, you know, you can use it on a lot of surfaces, but I find that it works better on a more of a non-porous surface, like, you know, some of the woods in that, you know, it will work on all those surfaces. It's just that how much the paste, how the paste gets absorbed varies by the surface. So, you know, metal is going to have a different absorption of the paste than you know, than wood. So, and that's normal. That's with any paint, you know. Obviously the surface matters. So if I see any red spots or anything I want to clean up, I'm just going to go in there with this guy and I'm just going to kind of clean up those spots, because the red Mary seemed to have gotten the red on everything, so that's okay. I just go in with the board eraser, and this does a really good job of getting these. If you have any little specks of paint anywhere that you just want to kind of go back and clean up. So I had a little, you know, it comes off really easy. You just get a little water on this, and you can kind of go in and you can kind of clean off any paint spots. Okay, so see, yeah, here we go. Yeah, this board eraser works really well. And it's the same the board eraser very much, and I don't know, it might be, but it reminds me very much of the consistency of a magic eraser. So I think I don't know, I think a magic eraser, well, it feels very much like a magic eraser. I don't know if it actually is a magic eraser, but it has that very same kind of feel. So hang on, I'm gonna just check everything if I'm happy with everything. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, and like I said, if you want it, you know, when when August comes around or September and you want to change this to, you know, happy birthday or whatever, you can do that. You just clean these letters off. You can use a board eraser, and honestly, you can probably use like a little Dawn or something like that too. So I'm just gonna pop these on here so now you can see what they look like. And like I said, if you don't like the way something looks, you just kind of go back and you kind of wash it off and you start from scratch. So it's fine. So I'm gonna do happy 4th. I'll try this. Let's do this. So we're gonna do, maybe I should start with the Y, huh? Because I'm gonna slide it down. So and these go in a groove here, so I'm just going to do this. See, they slide in a groove. So I'm just going to do this. And you just kind of slide each letter. Can you see this? Oh, let me see if you can see this. So, okay, now. And you see how this works? I really do love this. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of cute. It's like a welcome sign. And you can shift these letters, kind of slide around on here. So you can just shift the whole row. It's kind of like a Scrabble board. You know, you can kind of just slide them. So I'm going to do happy here. I'll do that in the middle. And I'll do 4th. I'll do 4th of. How about I do that? Let me do that. 4th of. So I'll do of. And like I said, if you get a little red on there on the edges, sometimes the edges are hidden so you won't even see that. So, but these are double-sided though too, so you can actually do letters on both sides. If you want to do two, you can actually do 2 occasions. Do 1 occasion on one side, 1 occasion on the other side, like happy birthday and happy Halloween, and then you could flip them over. You could do that too. So, and I think I'm going to try to cut some acrylic with these dimensions so that you can see how that looks. So, and you could also put, oh, this looks kind of cute. You could also put, what do you call it? You can put, see, you can put that together. So 4th of, if you want. And then I'm going to do this. So let's see if I like this. And you can shift the rows. You can do anything like that. Okay. And you could, like, I'm going to try to do some acrylic with these too. So, and just see how that looks. But, you can change them. You can do whatever you want. So hang on, I'm going to do that. And of course, I smudged one of my letters. It's okay. I'm going to go back and clean that up. And then I'm going to see, I saw a little smudge spot. So I'm going to try to get that. But like I said, if you don't like the way a letter looks, you just go in and you kind of wipe it off. So it's all good. So I'm just going to clean it. There we go. Just want to get that. Of course, my fingers got in the way, and I didn't like the way that looked. Okay. So this is how this looks. Can you see that? It says Happy 4th of July. So it's really cute. Very simple to make. This transfer, they have an alphabet, like an alphabet. It's got all capitals, all small letters. And you can, so it's a whole, and it's got the numbers 1 through 10 on there too. So you can do that too. So I use like a number for the 4. Okay, so very cute. Here, you can see that looks back, and then I'll show you forward. And you can also take extra tiles and put like little pictures there. Like I have a whole box of extra tiles. So, or I could use black tiles with little pictures, whatever I want. But I did want to show you this kind of how this letterboard looks, so you can use it for the, if you for the holidays. It's really cute for the holidays. So, I think I'll go display this. Although I might have to find some other little pictures to put on these other ones. And like I said, I'm gonna get some. I think I'm gonna measure the dimensions of these, and I'm gonna do maybe some. Acrylic, so maybe blue or red with white lettering, I think would look really, really cool. And this is a very sturdy piece, the letterboard. It has many uses, so you could do all your holidays, like for Christmas, you could paint these green with red letters, or green with white letters, or red with white letters. So lots of different things to do there as well. Okay, so that is your letterboard. And I could, if I wanted to, I can move these letters, by the way. If you don't like where the letters are, you just kind of slide them out. You just kind of slide them out, and they come out. So, like, say I decide, you know, I don't like July there. I want July to be down here. I can just take these, and I can do this. So I'm just going to show you this. And this might be obvious, but there's little tracks in here. So if say I'm like, oh no, you know what? I want to center this. So you can do that too. And you can put the letters down there. And so this would be really good for like happy birthday signs, any of your holidays, welcome home, congratulations, you know, baby showers, gosh, birthdays, baby showers, holidays, graduations, you know, congratulations on expecting a baby, or any of those things. This would be really nice. Or engagements or marriages. So there's lots of uses for this. Honestly, this could go a long way for sure. And you could use like all capital letters. You know, if you wanted to say, you know, congratulations all in caps, you can do that too. So see how I took that apart and then I centered it. So I had a line. I have something on every line if you like it better that way. So lots of different uses. I would say these are probably maybe 2 by 3 inches, I would estimate. I think, let me see. So there's how many in a pack? There's 12 in a pack. And yeah, I'd say they're about 2 by 3. And these come in white, and they also come in black. So I think the black would look really cool for Halloween. Happy Halloween with black, and then you use, if you used orange or green lettering for Halloween, or Happy New Year, you use gold. You could do it in gold. That will look good as well. So, there you go. That's our project for tonight. So I wanted to show you that. So, there you go. And I just dropped some on the floor when I was putting it down. No problem. I can just pick them back up. But this is dry already. This stuff dries really, really fast. So see that? It's really fast. It dries really, really fast. So if it slides off, you just pop it back on and move on, and you're good. So, and there also is these pieces of cardboard that you can slide in the ends, and they kind of hold the letters in place if you want to do that as well. So you can do that as well. So there's lots of different uses for that. The cardboard kind of just, it's like a stopper that you put on, oh, there we go. That you put on either side of the letterboard so that the letters don't slide out. So these pieces of cardboard, you can just kind of pop them in, and they will kind of keep the letters in place if you're afraid of the letters shifting around. But once it's resting, the letters just generally stay in place. So if you have any questions about this project, let me know. Just send me a message or something along those lines. And I think we are going to try to do some other projects. I might try to do some more lettering things, and maybe do a shirt. Kind of show you how to do like a shirt and iron it and all that good stuff. Because I have like that cheetah texture I used the other day. We might give that a try. I will probably do that tomorrow or Sunday. So lots of good specials in June. If you're interested in joining the Club Couture, let me know. That's just to get a transfer and some paste and once a month, and kind of like $22, very affordable. Or if you are more interested in becoming a designer and making your own projects, that is a option as well, okay? So just give me a message, or if you just want to sit here and watch me craft, that's fine too. So, okay, I will talk to you soon. Have a good Friday, and I'll talk with you either tomorrow or Sunday. Thank you. Bye-bye.